Morning everyone, hope everyone's well, and we're a little graveyard tour today. I've not done one of these for a while, so we're in what was once a little countryside parish, St Mary the Virgin, Little Ilford. The rest of the remains of William Wilson Esquire of Brunswick Square, Middlesex. A bit worn to see the date, and his wife, Anne Wilson, his beloved wife, she died the 8th of August 1820, aged 81 years. Also, George and Mary Bridges caused this. Oh, they basically had the tomb built. Box tombs, these are called. A lot of people thought and used to think that they the bodies are inside these boxes. Once upon a time, many years ago, medieval period and that, people were buried in box tombs like this. Beneath rest the remains of George Bridges Esquire, late of Lawford in the county of, and unfortunately it's worn away. Yeah, that's just one of them. A lot of the tombstones here, or gravestones, headstones, whichever you wish to call them, are worn away with age, like this. And you see the railings around gravestones like that. One, they were put there to obviously show the wealth and status of the person buried therein. But two, in the body snatcher era, they were put there in the hopes of keeping your relatives and loved ones' bodies safe away from the body snatchers. Many of these graves do date from the Georgian era. So, also Francis, who died the 2nd, and the date of the month has gone, and that looks like 1820 something. It's completely all but worn away. We've got a fairly clear one over here, in memory of Frances Elizabeth, eldest daughter of Thomas and Mary Boyce, died at Manchurch, Westmoreland, 22nd of November 1869, aged 67, being the widow of Joseph Conder of Manchurch, who died February the 22nd, 1868, aged 73 years, and both interred at Manchurch. In memory of Mary Laycock Boyce, youngest child of Thomas and Mary Boyce, died at Redland, Bristol, 28th of May 1869, aged 81. Sarah Boyce, second daughter, died can't see the end bit of that, but it's died January the 6th, 1879. Bloody hell, they all died in 1879. What on earth happened to this family? Also interred at Redland. And then you've got a top tomb slab here, sacred to the memory of Thomas Boyce of Upminster in this county, which would have been Essex. Died February the 8th, 1847, aged 66 years. Also Mary, his wife, who died March the 31st, 1851, aged 73 years. Also of Thomas White Boyce, son of the above. Clerk in the Holy Orders. Oh. And rector of St. Wilberforce's, Bristol, who died June the 12th, 1890, aged, I think that's 77 years. That's a pretty long-lived and well-lived family. 70s and 80s. A lot died in 1869. In memory of 3 children of Thomas and Mary Boyce, who died in their infancy. Eliza Jemima, 1812, Mary Ann, 1815, and Emma Rebecca, 1819. See, a lot of people in those days, when an infant died, I know it's going to sound really vile, but when infants died, they weren't classed of that much importance. It sounds awful to say. And in some really religious groups and whatnot, you're not classed as having a soul until a certain time and whatnot and that. So yeah, that's why you get the parents mentioned first, and then once everyone's in there, then they'll mention the infants. There are inscriptions on this side, but they're completely worn away. Family grave of Thomas Boyce. Well, we're coming up to our 8:30 time frame for when the church should be open, but there are no people about, so we may not be getting an inside tour of this one today, I'm afraid, guys and girls. Hope we do, but I don't know. Smells of tomcats way over here. In memory of Mr. Henry James, late of Great Ilford, who departed this life June the 12th, 1792, aged 72 years. Now that's very well preserved for that age, look. It's because it's been with its back against the weather, been protected. Take a picture of that one. Trying to find whether, apparently there's some there we are. Commonwealth War graves here, and I always like to try and cover those if I can, because there's a little metal tag on the gate that says about Commonwealth War graves. "76458 Private F. Tomlinson, Royal Fusiliers, 20th of February 1919, aged 19 years. So this is a man that would have been wounded and brought back home and died of his wounds in England, which happened many times, in many cases. I think he died the year after the war ended. That's very sad. So for people like that young man, their war didn't end, did it? Right. Just below me here, these are all modern ones, so we're not going to focus on those. There are some more older gravestones over here. These ones are pretty much all worn away, what we can see here. A robin who just went in there, did you see that? Where are you? Huh? This one's quite very well preserved. So, to the memory of Benjamin Staines, who died February the 8th, 1880, aged 75 years. Days and moments, quickly flying, blend the living with the dead. Soon will you and I be lying each other within our narrow bed. That's very poetic and good. Also in loving memory of Mary Ann Staines, who died September the 11th, 18 82, aged 75 years. Weep not, but fondly think of me, and happy hours now past. Be faithful to the end, and we shall meet in heaven at last. Let's take a picture of that one. I'm not sure as to the preservation of this one over here. It's worn away. That's a shame. Now I checked online and checked the times for the church and openings and everything, and according to it there should be a church service at 8:30, but I don't know. The family vault of William Stores Fry, Esquire, of Manor House, Plasto. Is it Plasto? P. Past. No, I can't make it out, unfortunately. Well, at least we've had, if we don't get the church service, we've had a nice little view of a beautiful little country church, exterior views, I know, and a little churchyard tour. And this show is not over yet because there's plenty of places for me to cover today. In loving memory of Marianne, wife of Frederick Martin of Stratford, born September the 14th, 1826, fell asleep December the 26th, 1891. And that's full of brambles, so I won't go rooting through there because I will be torn to ribbons. Learned my lesson with brambles. It's not one I wish to repeat. This one would have had iron railings around it, look. In memoriam, Emily Sarah Inglesias, Inglesias, born December the 25th, 1838, died July the 24th, 1853. Buried at Sherne, Surrey. And then you got Mary Inglesias, born November 11th, 1846, died June the 7th, 18... I hate it when this happens because it really bugs me. 63. 1863. So I should imagine that this one's going to be completely blistered away. Yeah, thought so. Ooh, nearly fell then. A lot of these old graves have collapsed into themselves, unfortunately, so yeah. There are two pretty well preserved ones here. Do this one first. The family grave of Albert Pidceon, Pidceon, Charlotte, beloved wife of the above, who died May the 12th, 1900, aged 44 years. Sad hearts there are that miss her here. Also the above named Pigeon, sorry. The bit of the G's gone away on the top. Albert Pigeon, who died February the 14th, 1911, aged 55 years. People weren't that long lived back then, were they? And this one, in loving memory of George Wadeston Harley, who died 17th of March 1900, aged 67 years. Also Elizabeth Harley, wife of the above, born 3rd of May 1830, died 23rd of November 1921. Also Ada Amelia Hopkins, their well-beloved daughter, who passed peacefully away 22nd of September 1921, aged 58 years. The birdsong and quiet is nice, I must admit. It's a very peaceful place. Alfred Weldsby Conder, who passed away October the 3rd, 1918, aged 57 years. Peace, perfect peace. Also Louisa Conder, mother of the above, who passed away October the 6th, 1903, aged 70 years. We'll check these ones out, whether they're legible or not, I don't know. Are they? Yeah, it's not too bad. David Bishop, who fell asleep June the 15th, 1904, aged 45 years. Also, my dear wife, Anne Bishop, who fell asleep September the 23rd, 1923, aged 67. Beloved by all. Also, Percy Sidney, beloved son of is that Benny and Anne Bishop. And he died February the 11th, 1917, aged 19 years. Oh, look, killed. Thought I say must have killed in action at Arras, April the 14th, 1917, aged 19 years. And then you've got also Daniel Bishop. He fell asleep May, and then it's completely worn away from there. So I'll take a picture of this one, because we've got one of our war heroes there. And I don't think we are going to be having a church service, because we should be about 8:30 by now, and no one's been near nor by. So I was hoping to get into this one today, but oh look, that's blistered away. Davison. Best one I can read is the bottom one. Elizabeth Davison, wife of the above, who passed away August the 19th, 1922, aged 59 years. Pretty much. Oh, there's one over in the corner there that I can get to. My feet are absolutely soaked because of the morning dew. George. Some of the lettering's gone on that one. It's George. Looks like Ston. S-T-O-N-E-E-D. Stoneed. But there's bits of lettering gone from the end. I try not to read the ones where the lettering and stuff's gone now, because it's just it's irritating when you start reading bits and you can't see the rest. Sarah Ann Calverley, who died May the 22nd, 1887, aged 77 years. And then you've got also Sarah Ann Calverley, daughter of the above, died August, and then the rest is gone. But this one was the one I was on about over in the corner. This looks pretty well preserved, this one. Here we are. Eliza Phillips, who died the 2nd of April 1892, aged 58 years. Also Joseph Phillips, son of the above, who died 22nd of January 1895, aged 28 years. Also William Thomas Phillips, husband of the above, who died 11th of October 1905, aged 71 years. And yes, I am smoking in a churchyard, for anyone who finds it highly disrespectful. I had comments about that before. I have to laugh, because if you could go back in time and see some of the things that happened in these churchyards back in the day, you would think my mere smoking a small blessing compared to especially some of the sextons of churchyards, what they got up to. And not anything like desecration, but Things weren't so prissy back then. David Bishop. Oh, we covered that one, didn't we? Albertina Victoria, who after a long and patient suffering, fell asleep in Jesus, 22nd of March 1898, in her 13th year. Oh, bless her. Also August Alstrom, who died 6th of February 1911, aged 67 years. Also Margaret Alstrom, AHLSTROM, is the surname, who died 11th of March 1941, aged 86 years. Martha Ward Stairs, S-T-A-R-E-S, Stars, who died April 21st, 1910, aged 63. Also Albert Stairs, husband of the above, died December the 24th, 1925, aged 77 years. Also their sons. What's that? James Harold, died March 29th, 1898, aged 12. Also Ernest Staples, S-T-A-P, Stapes, who died in, oh look, Bonner's Wearers, March 21st, 1905, aged 34 years. Also their grandson, Captain James Stairs, killed in action, 21st September 1917, aged 22 years. So I'll step back a bit. Oh, of course, I'm caught up on these brambles. I can step on it. Let's hopefully get. Amelia, beloved wife of the above, the family grave of Archibald David Hewison. And Amelia died May the 20th, 1904, aged 55 years. Also the above named Archibald David Hewison, who died October the 18th, 1912, aged 63 years. Susan Cole, who died 10th of December 1904, aged 66 years. Also Dorcas Bernice Churchfield, who died 24th of January 1912, aged 60. Also her daughter Ivy Edith Churchfield. Also her son-in-law Robert George Edmund Hindle, who died 28th of September 1921 or 4, aged 44 years. Rest in peace. Family grave of T.W. Prestes, Rebecca Prestes, wife of the above, who departed this life August the 20th, 1904, aged 70 years. And also Thomas William Prestes, who departed this life April the 1st, 1912, aged 78 years. Anne Marion Webber, died 3rd of December 1904, aged 23 years, forever with the Lord. Also John Benbow Webber, who died 24th of August 1907, aged 21 years. Also Gladys Webber, died 3rd of April 1912, aged 18. Also Eliza Diana Webber, mother of the above, who died 10th of August 1916, aged 63 years. In loving memory of Violet Elsie, our darling Violet Elsie, who fell asleep 4th of May 1905, aged 11 years. And also William John Larkin, beloved father of the above, so Larkin is the family surname, who passed away 20th of November 1910, aged 41 years. And he's got also, oh goodness, EPHRIAM, Ephraim William Starn, Stearn, who died November the 6th, 1906, in his 34th year. Also Margaret Ball, who died August the 11th, 1922, in her 66th year. In memory of Lydia Esther, the beloved wife of James William Holland, who departed this life January the 3rd, 1905, aged 29 years. And I can't obviously climb right over all this lot, but I can read it from here. Alice Phillips, wife of the above. And this is the family grave of Henry Samuel Phillips, wife of the above, who died 15th of May 1905, aged 67 years. And then you've got also Thomas Barrington, son of the above, who died 21st of August 1916, aged 52. His end was peace. And then you've got also Henry Samuel Phillips, who died 28th of March 1929, aged 87 years. And Mary Ellen, wife of the above. T.B. Phillips, that's Thomas Barrington Phillips, who died 14th of April 1943, aged 79 years. George, the beloved husband of Osborne, who died the 14th of April 1906, aged 38 years. And you've got Mary Ann Osborne, who passed away 23rd of December 1916, aged 80 years. Also Alice Maud, beloved wife of Reginald George Sheldon and daughter of the above, who departed this life 16th of February 1922, aged 45 years. Now I need to get back around here somehow. Oh, we're nearly 30 minutes, so I'll pause you for now and then we'll carry back on soon.